Hi there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona. Welcome back if you're practicing with me again. Today's class is a compact 20-minute core flow and it's part 7 of the Strong Body Calm Mind series of classes. And in this practice, we cycle through some of the sequences and movements that we've practiced in the series so far. And it's a great class to include in your weekly schedule if you're short on time and you'd like to do some strength work. You won't need any props for this practice. And if you are enjoying the classes and you'd like to support me, I'm on Patreon. All the details are in the description below. Thanks so much for joining me. Enjoy. Namaste. And begin your practice laying down on your back. Rest your head back and set your feet to the floor, knees knocked. Welcome yourself to your practice with a few calm, settling breaths. And we're going to move and breathe together in this compact core flow today. Aim to keep in mind that whenever we step on our mats, our practice is a practice of awareness and mindfulness. So try and move in and out of the postures with intention, paired with your breath. And try and resist your mind tiring before your body, staying focused. You're going to lift our feet now and set your hands to the top of your knees. Arms are straight and knees are balancing over your hips. Point the toes and circle your knees away from one another. Starting to loosen your hips and overlap your breath with your movement. And reverse your circle. Make your way back to center. Place your feet to the floor, hips width apart, knees bent, and interlace your hands behind your head. Moving through a combo on the wave of your breath. Inhale here. Exhale, curl your head, neck, shoulders up. Inhale, lower, down, and exhale, raise your hips for bridge. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, head, neck, shoulders up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, raise the hips. Moving between the two. And just concentrate on keeping your gaze up toward the ceiling. Your inner elbows wide as you move into your abdominal curl. And give a light squeeze to the base of your glutes as you lift into your bridge. Take 2 more in each direction. And rest back. Bring your arms alongside your body, palms face down, and lift both legs into a tabletop position, your knees balanced over your hips. Keeping your head resting on the floor, just slowly lower and tap your right toes to the floor and lift. Exhale, left toes to the floor, switching left and right, including your breath, and exhale to lower and tap, and inhale to lift. Aiming to keep the cave of your low back to a minimum as you lower your toes to the floor. And take 2 more on each side. Then catch your knees in toward your chest. Take a rock side to side. Now replace your left knee over your hip in a half tabletop and extend your right leg out straight, hovering your leg above the floor. Interlace your hands behind your head, lift your head and your shoulders. Start to bike just your right leg, holding your left leg stationary. Inhale to reach your right leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, bend your knee and extend your leg forward. Inhale to lift your right leg. Exhale, bend and cycle forward. Continue on. And reversing your cycling leg now, and exhale to lower your leg. Inhale to bend your knee and extend your legs straight up. Keep going. And then pause when your leg is hovering above the floor, any amount, and take small pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, tuck your knees in, rest your head back. Might like to roll on the back of your head, just loosen out through your neck. And we'll switch sides. Set your right knee over your hip, half tabletop. Send your left leg out long, hovering above the mat. Hands interlaced behind the back of your head. Lift your head and your shoulders. Biking your left leg now. Inhale, left leg up. Bend your knee and then extend your leg forward. Staying with this movement. And reverse your circle. Pause when your left leg is low and extended above your mat, and pulse your leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest back, knees to chest. Smooth breath in and out. I'm going to move into a bird dog sequence on our backs. This time we keep our heads resting on the mat and concentrate on moving slow with precision. So return your knees to a tabletop position and reach your arms straight up toward the ceiling. And this routine goes opposite arm, opposite leg. Inhale here. Exhale, extend your right leg forward, your left arm back. And then inhale, return to center and switch. Left leg, right arm, reach, and back to center. Keep going. Aiming your low back toward the floor as you reach away. And then conscious of your form as you return, knees over hips, arms straight up toward the ceiling. Last few here. And then extend both legs up toward the ceiling, and you can offer yourself a little bend in the knees if that feels best. Take your hands into a diamond shape and then lodge your hands under your buttocks. Might like to hop the hips up a little to place your hands palms face down. Moving into double leg lifts, the last sequence on our backs here. Once you're ready, slowly lower your legs forward and down. And then inhale to slowly raise your legs back up. And if you're still working on your core strength and you can feel your back arch deeply as you lower, just adjust your range so you can maintain control through the transition of lowering and lifting. Perhaps you lower just halfway or a quarter way. And we'll take 3 more here. And release your hands, bend your knees, tuck your knees in toward your chest. And from here, slip your hands behind the back of your knees. And we'll take a few rock and rolls through your spine to arrive in a boat pose. So just as you're ready, reset if you need to on the soft part of your buttocks, pausing here. So avoiding any slouching through your spine, so you can do that with the support of your hands behind your knees, or reaching your arms forward, keeping the lift of the belly, your sternum and the crown of your head, so you stay tall through the low back. Just here for a beat, take one more breath in, and then exhale, cross your legs, right shin in front of your left, inhale, reach your arms up, and then exhale, forward fold over your legs. 3 steady breaths to recover and reset. And walking your hands back in, unwind your legs. This time, dig your heels into the mat, knees bent, transitioning into a Russian twist. So gentle lean of your torso back on a diagonal, then draw your shoulder blades in to broaden and lift your chest. Touch your fingertips together. Take an inhale here. Exhale and twist side to side. So aiming your hands toward the floor and engaging your rotational core muscles. So moving at a pace that supports your form, integrity through your spine, so you're not rounding as you reach into your twist. Make sure you're leaning back on that diagonal just to make it a little bit more challenging. Last 2 each side. And then sitting upright this time, cross your left shin in front of your right. Sweep your arms up on your inhale, find length. Then forward fold over your legs. 3 steady breaths. Your shoulders can slump now, your jaw can loosen. And walking your hands back in, and we'll transition onto all fours. As you arrive, fan your fingers wide, hands under the shoulders, knees under your hips. Then tuck your toes and raise your knees for bear pose. Knees just a few inches from the floor. Then push the floor actively away with your hands, creating a dome in your upper back, sending your gaze forward slightly so the back of your skull is in line with the rest of your spine. We're going to add on here coordinating and balancing yourself. Raise your right hand and your left foot just a few inches from the floor. Pause, balance. And then switch. Lift your left hand, your right foot, and hold. And then return to bear pose. Step out to plank pose. Keep pushing the floor away. Shoulders strong. Gather your abdominals in. Firm the muscles of your legs, even your glutes, spreading the effort through your body. We're going to move between the two now. Plank to bear pose. Step, step to bear. And then step, step to plank. Keep going. Try and keep a low profile with your buttocks so you're not pitching up in the shape of a tent. Eyes stay forward, not dropping your head. Trying to alternate the feet that you step back with. And then last view. Meet me in a plank pose. Moving into a tango. Dance your hips over to the right, up and over to the left. You've got this, working into your side oblique muscles. Side to side. And then return to center, and just last 15 seconds here, a long plank. Keep your feet, just walk your hands forward, of your shoulders any amount, recruiting your abdominal core, glutes, legs, shoulders. Keep breathing, smooth and steady, holding your focus. And then knees to the floor, rest down onto your belly. We'll come into a Sphinx pose, take rest. Walk onto your forearms, extending your legs back. And then rolling the front of your shoulders back to slip the shoulder blades down your spine. Lengthening into the front spine and your abdominal core, balancing out. Take 3 more steady breaths. Interlace your fingers now, keeping your pinky fingers running along the mat. Move into a forearm plank pose, lifting your chest and your belly, and your choice here. Knees down on a diagonal to modify, or straight legs for a little bit more challenge. Holding here, counting each breath in and out silently to yourself. Next, exhale, dolphin pose. Look back to your feet, walk your feet in toward you, pike your hips. And then shore up your shoulders, widening your shoulder blades, pressing down where your body meets the mat. Take a breath in here. On your exhale, rock forward a little and bring your right knee to your upper right arm. Rock your shoulders back and then step back. Alternating sides. Shoulders rock forward, knee tucks in, and step back. Keep going, right to left. Keep pushing the floor away. Last 2 each side. And rest. Coming into child's pose, soften your knees to the floor, buttocks to your heels. Press your palms ahead of you and bring your prayer hands to the nape of your neck. Folding in on yourself. Just calm the rhythm of your breath. Counting to yourself each breath in, each breath out. And send your arms forward, lift your gaze, make your way onto your belly for a prone shoulder stretch. Reach your right arm out at shoulder height, tense your left fingers and roll gently onto your right hip. Resting your head, and legs can remain stacked or bend your left knee, step your left toes to the floor behind you for a deeper variation. Opening now into the front of your right shoulder. Then release, roll onto your belly and sitting up on the left arm out at shoulder height, rolling onto your left hip, resting your head, your breath full and clear. One more breath in. Exhale, return to your belly, moving into a Locust combo. Reach your arms forward, Superman arms. Step your feet as wide as your mat behind you. On your inhale, lift your arms and your legs. And on your exhale, cactus your arms and squeeze your legs together. Breathing in, reach your body long, arms forward. Legs wide, exhale, cactus your arms, legs together. Just 3 more, breathe in. And breathe out, upper back engaged. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. And lower. Rest. Turn a cheek to your mat. Bring your arms alongside your body. Palms up, let your feet flop open. And then setting up for a bound locust now, bring your legs together, hands together behind your back if that's available, interlacing your fingers. And as you feel yourself breathe in, raise your chest and your legs, reach your fists back, then stay elevated, inviting your breath to move through your shape. So your body lightly lifts as you breathe in, and it softens as you breathe out. Take 2 more. Next exhale, relax, release, turn the other cheek to your mat and let your legs fall wide. And then take the next few breaths to press back to a child's pose, taking the knees wide, big toes to touch. Well done. We'll finish with a twist for your spine, lifting up a little ways, and thread your right arm under your left arm. Breathing smooth and calm, slowing down now. Release and switch sides. And unravel. Final rest now, moving into a brief Shavasana to close your practice, resting back, separating your feet wider than your hips, laying your arms alongside your body, palms up. Let's take a long breath in together. And if you have a sigh, let it go. Open mouth, exhale. Taking a quiet minute here to let go of your effort and let your body soften. Transitioning back gently, bring some movement to your hands, fingers, feet and toes. Offer your body a full body stretch, arms overhead. And then as you're ready, rolling out to your right and pressing your way back up to sit. Thanks so much for joining me for this short core flow. I hope you're feeling it. Have a great week ahead. Namaste.